Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review Fart, a documentary. There was a movie made a long time ago called Fart the Movie, which isn't that great. I think I rented it a long time ago and I thought it was okay, and I saw it with my dad on YouTube, and some of it was funny, and it just wasn't that. It was only okay. But they made a documentary about farting back in 2016. And that's what I'm here to talk about. It was 74 minutes, and like I said, the one nice thing about Amazon, you can search. The search thing, they have like different types of movies and stuff. Sometimes they'll have a director you might like Fulci or whatever, or like shark movies. That's how I found about some of the shark movies I didn't know about, like Piranha Sharks, which is a great movie. And I looked up Fart. I looked up Fart the movie because I thought it was another one, but it played that one that I didn't care for 91. But this is a documentary. They had now I don't know exactly all the casting because some of it was like round table discussion with some people. They had two kids, little boy and girl, right, on one that talked some about farts, and then they had like four women at a table talking about them, and then three guys older. Then they were all like older guys, older women. Three older guys talking in one house about farts and stuff. Interview with a couple. Interview with this couple in the car. I didn't think the couple in the car were funny at all. And like I said, they must have like one interview with them, and then like a long enough interview, and then they put bits of it, edited bits of it throughout the movie, right? And then they also had Mr. Methane, that's a famous fartist. That was like, I've seen him on cable before. He's probably the most famous of the guy who can control his fly, but does it comedically. I guess he does it by he's able to bring the air in through his anus and then, let it out when he has to. I like they gave me, whenever they had, I had the colonoscopy, they blew in air to help make way for stuff like that. And they said, like, there's going to be, whenever you're done with your surgery, because they put me under, right? And they said, whenever you're done with surgery, you have license to fart. You can just let it out, let it all out, let it rip. And I would say, okay. And I so wish I had my camera. I didn't have my camera, not in reach, anyways. So I mean, so I did that. But I mean, they had that. They interviewed a doctor. They interviewed like this one humorist. I never knew who he was. And they also interviewed this guy who wrote 3 books about farts and stuff like that. I think it's I think the movie's interesting. Now I'm a realist. Now I looked on IMDb and they gave this like a 4.4. The movie's like, well, they said 71 minutes and someone said 74 minutes, so it's either, I think it's 71 minutes, not 74. It didn't get a high score. Like, I liked the movie, but I mean, it didn't get a high score. And then one guy said they put some funny things like it stinks, and then the one says long-winded. And then he said, like, he said he thought it was funny for the first half hour, then he couldn't imagine, he didn't think it was that funny. But, I mean, not all fart jokes are created equal. Not all farts are funny. I mean, it's also about information about farts. But, I mean, and then when they had, like, the parodies, they would show stuff off YouTube, I think. And they had, like, this guy doing the history of the whoopee cushion. He was overacting when he was talking, and then none of that was funny. It's informative. If you're going to do something informative, well, you don't have to goof around and just tell the story. Or these two guys on YouTube and stuff like that, they weren't funny. They just overacted and then just made over exaggerated faces and stuff like that. You can make some faces, but when you really over exaggerate it, it's too. You went overboard. And they had some skits, a couple songs and some of them. Some of it was funny, some of it wasn't. But I mean, for the most part, it's very entertaining. And like I said, not all fart jokes are creative. Some of the times it's not funny at all. I remember the movie Little Giants about the kids. It's supposed like football version of Mighty Ducks. When that was popular, they had some rip-off movies, and then a group of Underdogs. I mean, the movie was okay, and then one kid had flatulence, but none of that was funny, in my opinion. You know, like the thing in Blazing Saddles was funny. They even had something in. I remember buying a book. They used to have these book DVD companion things. They had something called "Make Me Laugh: The Art of Comedy" or "The History of Comedy," and they even had a thing for bathroom humor, which I thought was really funny. Some people like turn their nose up to bathroom humor. Like my mom was like, "I don't find that the least bit amusing," you know, because she's a snob. And I remember growing up, my dad said we're not allowed to say the word fart. We had to say blow stinks, which I think sounds way worse. You know, instead of saying you have to fart, you have to say you have to blow a stink. That sounds worse. And then I remember something happened. I got taken out of church. I think I was squirming around my seat and it just made little sounds. Dad said, were you blowing stinks in church? No. So we're going home anyways. Okay. The church was boring. But I mean, the movie itself, I thought it was interesting all the way through. You know, I mean, not every joke is funny. Not every parody or spoof is funny. But some of it is funny, some of it's not, you know. But it's, I mean, it's also about history. Talk about the dog. Oh, there's a doctor on there talking about that. Farting. I mean, it's a informational thing about farting. And also social mores. Or like, men laugh about it and women aren't allowed to fart. Or they say women don't fart. They had a great South Park about farting. I haven't watched South Park in a long, long time. They had a great South Park about farting. Whenever the guys were farting, they laugh, and the girl would fart, they throw it. Like, hey, that's where babies come from. You know. But I liked the movie. I mean, whenever you... Well, this one guy... I watched my channel, so I've forgotten about farts or bathroom in my videos. But, I mean, you know... You know, it's all... You know, it's still haven't laughed. I mean, I just don't always mention the title. The Jumanji video had one in there. I mean, you have to kind of look for them sometimes. I love the movie. Well, I didn't love the movie. I enjoyed the movie a lot. I give it a 10 out of 10 because I'm glad they did a fart movie. I wish my dad could have seen it. And my dad probably said, well, they're going on and on. Because the one good thing about documentary is keep it without getting... keep it interesting. Without, like, the viewer getting sick of it, of the subject matter. I've seen some good documentaries and some bad ones. You know, but I mean, I liked Fart the documentary. I'm surprised it was made into a movie. Cause I saw Fart the movie back in. I remember renting that in 14th Street. I'm pretty sure I did, and then I remember Dad and I watched on YouTube, and that wasn't very good. It was okay in parts, but the way they stretched it out, they didn't make it funny enough. At least this was really pretty much consistent with farts, and they showed some of Mr. Methane's act on this one TV show, and then on an outdoor crowd. But I think it's an interesting movie. So I give it a 10 out of 10. I'm glad they made it. I think it's on YouTube Movies too. I don't know how much they want for it on that. Let me see. Oh, you can buy it or rent it. But I mean, on Amazon it's free. Let's see, Farted documentary. I think they have a channel too. Yeah, but it says buy or rent. I don't know how much they want for it. And they have a trailer for it, and they have like a channel called Fart Documentary with 3 videos. I guess that's it, everybody. Until next time, please. Oh, and then someone did a thing on top 10 movie fart scenes, and they didn't include the scene from Blazing Saddles or History of the World Part 1. Those are 2 of the best. I mean, you can't... I mean, that's pretty bad doing a thing of best fart scene and not doing Blazing Saddles. That's classic. Or History of the World Part 1 with DeLuise. Those are great. So I hope you liked this long-winded video. Hope it didn't stink. And until next time, bye, please. Take care, my legion.